Okay. Hi, Spike. Thank you for leaving your comments. And for the one that said that loud noise in the background, that is a freezer. It gets on my nerves too. But, you know, Spike, you say, what's gonna make me walk, or how can I walk? You say it'll be done by science, not a miracle. Well, I don't believe in divine intervention, which means I don't believe a miracle's just gonna make me walk. The only thing that'll make me walk is, circumstance. You know, my muscles are tight, my tendons are tight, my hamstrings are tight. So, in order to fix that, something physical that has occurred to the body, you would need a miracle. Now, sure, you could do therapy and it would lessen it, but still you would be labeled as different. Now, as far as science can understand the muscles and how things work that way, but science can never understand how to make me talk normal, or make me look normal, or make me stand up normal. Why? Because that's a physical thing. Now, what I have is cerebral palsy. Is there a cure for that? Sure. Don't get your brain injured. My cerebral or cerebral palsy occurred from too much oxygen to my brain. So, is there a miracle that could fix it? No. But it was a miracle that I was born, that I had a chance to breathe air. Just the fact that we're humans on this earth is a miracle. Now people will look for extra miracles, but again, that's all in their heads. You look at the Bible, how they say Jesus made people walk. Well, I really don't believe that, but mentally we could convince ourselves that it really happened to give ourselves hope, to know that one day we can walk, and one day we can be normal like everybody else. But truth is, it's not likely. Now, when we get to heaven, you know, our spirit is finally free. We're not suppressed anymore. We can be ourselves. You know, the greatest measure of a man is how much struggle can he go through and still keep a smile on his face. That's the measure of a man. Now, I didn't go through much struggle. I was just born disabled. I mean, that's life. You know, I'm sure everybody wishes they could look like Brad Pitt and sound like the greatest singer on the earth and everybody can understand them when they talk. But unfortunately, for some people, it's just not that way. Now, God Himself is not a man or entity that can fix things. You know, people say, well, if God is real, then why did He let my mama die? Or why did He let my baby die? Your baby died because that's life. Now, God can do nothing to fix that. All we can do is accept that. Sure, the choices we make lessen the sickness. You know, we don't smoke much, we don't get lung cancer. We don't drink, our liver doesn't fail. We don't fight, we don't go to jail. We don't shoot people, we don't go to jail. So, it's really up to us, not God, to define how we're gonna live life. You know, God can put it in our soul to live life the right way, but it's all about our actions. And if your mama really is on her deathbed, like you say in your comment, then tell her you love her and let her go in peace so that her soul can cope with whatever she has to deal with in the next life. You know, people die all the time. You think it's just nothing after you die? There has to be some other realm, right? I mean, if you've looked at it, Earth itself is a realm. Space is a realm. It's all dimensions. So, I mean, that's it. Now, one thing I want to talk about is to not be bitter because your mama's sick, or not be bitter because you're hearing this boy and his voice is all messed up and he can barely talk. Don't be bitter because of that. You know, if your mama's ill, it's not God's fault. God doesn't claim that He'll fix everybody and fix everything and everything's gonna be okay. I mean, He claims it in heaven, as the Bible says, but I believe heaven is defined by whatever you want your heaven to be. You know, people claim that when you go to heaven there's flowers and trees and water. People claim that it's a beautiful blue sky with angel wings and angels singing, because that's the thought they've developed in their head. Now, what is heaven really? Whatever you want it to be. That's why if Christians die and their mental image is not their reality, they'll be okay, because they've learned to cope with whatever's around them. Hey Grace.
You're talking to your little people?
I was. I was almost done. But anyways, Spike, that's what I gotta say on the subject. No, I wasn't talking to anybody. I was making a YouTube video for some.
Well, who are you talking to, Spike?
Yeah, I was replying to what he told me about my video. Yeah, and I hope you hear this, Spike.